Hello everybody, welcome to episode 121 of Wool is the Answer. I'm Marie.
I'm Dominique. Together we're Wool is the Answer.
We were just saying before we came on, we're very coordinated today.
Yeah.
Mustardy orange. Yeah, mustardy orange, yellow even, for goodness sake.
Do that with
and for the date, it is Friday the 13th, and that could be a very lucky day, or, you know, might just end the week off on a good note, Dominique, mightn't it?
Might just do that.
Right, where's my iPad? Let me get my iPad. Let me turn everything down. Oh, me.
Pencil sharpener already.
I mean, we'll just get cracking in a minute when we're both there, you know.
Oh, that's...
Hello to everybody.
That's gone.
The wrong button. Press that button. And breathe. There we go. On. There we are. Hello, everybody. Right. Be comfortable.
Yeah, I just need to... I might just change my pencil.
Oh, what have you changed your pencil to? Let me see.
Oh.
Well, Dominique, I was just saying, I'll be pleased when the hairdresser comes today, because this bit of my fringe, look, I mean, it's getting really long over my spectacles. I need that bit of my fringe chopping, or else I'll be getting them scissors out.
I'm ready now.
What colour pencil have you got?
I've just gone for brown.
Oh, that's a bit uninteresting.
And I know, but I'll be able to see it. I've just dropped all the other two on the floor, so...
Oh dear. Right.
Well, it's only so I can write down what we talk about. I just need something.
Well, all I can say, they're very lucky we're here, aren't we, Dominique, to be fair? I mean, we could have still been stuck in Derbyshire, couldn't we?
Oh my Lord, excuse me, everybody. I don't know what it is about 3 o'clock on a Friday that means I just want to sleep and can't.
It's me. It's the prospect of sitting and jabbering away to me. That's what it is.
Like,
yeah, we're lucky that we're not still in Derbyshire, aren't we?
We did very well to get so close to home coming back. First of all, let's just say thank you to everyone that came to see us.
Thank you.
It was such a nice weekend. I mean, I think Sunday was the best weather in the end, wasn't it? By Sunday afternoon, the sun had come out. It started really bright and sunny on Saturday morning, and we were in the half of the room that was in shade, and we just kept thinking it's coming. And then it clouded over, so we never overheated.
Yeah.
It was, it was really nice. So hopefully those that came really did have a good day. Morning, afternoon, whatever you were doing. Is that your dad or David?
David peering through the window. I'll turn it round a minute. Don't even think about it.
Squirting with water?
No, far worse.
Oh. So yeah, it took us forever to set up on Friday. It
wasn't we. Let's be honest. It was me faffing.
Well, it was both, but it was like it was our very first show.
Yes.
But that we expected, we knew what we were doing. We should have treated it as a first show, and we didn't. We kind of just thought, well, we know what we're doing, let's crack on with it. And we didn't.
I think because we've sort of changed the stall a little bit, how we've got things and how we're presenting things. So it was confusing me because I got so used to, you knew where things went, didn't you? That goes there, that goes, and it wasn't. And I was like stood with balls of wool thinking, oh, I'm not quite sure where that needs to go. So yeah. And I thought, as usual, that we have like 15 times more space meterage than we ever do. And like, I always turn up and go, are you sure this is the right size? Dominique always goes.
He always turns up and says, this is not big enough. It's not what we ordered. It is exactly what we've ordered. It's exactly what we measured out on your drive.
Like, 2 meters? 2 meters? No, it must be. It's got to be bigger than that. 2 meters has got to be bigger than that. It's only when you see it and think, oh. So after I'd had my little strop of why can't I fit three sides of mesh woven. Why can't I fit 3? Because there isn't enough space for it. Yes, but why can't I fit 3 in? So after I had my little, like my little toddler temper tantrum of, well, it's, I sorted myself out by Sunday. Saturday, I was in a strange mood.
It was a strange day. Well, not a strange day, but
I was hungry. I was tired.
Yeah.
And working came. There was a little bit of a shock to the system because
we were just out of practice. So I noticed we'd said all along, if we've not got the colour or the base or anything you want, we'll take the orders and we'll post them out to you. And I did ever so well taking details of the order, what we needed, and I was like, oh, we need an email address for you so we can contact you. Can we have your address where we're going to post it to? And I came to post it the other day and I thought, oh, I've got everything but the lady's name. So if it comes to you and you think, what is that name? I kind of had a guess at your name from your email address.
I had a guess at your name.
But when you just think, oh, I've done everything. I was so proud of myself. I've remembered to take every single detail, apart from the lady's name. But you'll be pleased to know it's been posted. You might even have it by now. But yeah, so we just got out of the habit, didn't we? We just...
Isn't it weird? It is. Yeah. It is just strange. Yeah, it was. But it was. Yeah. But by Sunday, we were both a bit better.
Yes. Yeah.
By War Monty, you might even get some proper people. But I mean, if you know us by now, it's always going to be like this. If you do take an order, just remember to say to Dominique, and my name is...
Yes. I mean, better to have email and postal address than have name and order, but no way of contacting you when you've paid for it, and how am I going to send it to you? So I knew I'd got the important bits.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really nice. We
had a lovely time.
Yeah,
so we thought we'd done quite well as well, because there was a slight wobble in the packing up, wasn't there? There was a fun fair going on outside, wasn't there, where everybody normally comes and parks and gets the vehicles and gets unloaded. But there was a fun fair on, and a fantastic little crazy golf for all the kids. Just sort of impacted a little bit on people trying to pack. So we'd already decided, hadn't we? We'll leave the trailer on the top of the car park. I mean, we couldn't be further away, could we?
No.
And then you and your dad would ship everything, and me would be in the trailer getting them. We lost a little bit in communication as to what bits I actually needed first, because they kept bringing me all this stuff and I couldn't put anything in because it has to go in, as we know, in a specific order. So I'm like sat waiting. Well, I'd just like to thank all of those people who said to me, would you like a hand to stop? No, it's all right. I can't put anything in. I need such and such to go in. So I'm sat in this car park with all this stall stuff just surrounding me, sat on the trailer, waiting for little bits. But we got there in the end, and we did really well, didn't we? We got packed up. Everything was packed up, and off we trundled. Then what happened, Dominique?
And then we got within, I would think, 6 miles of home, and the car died. And I mean, died. So we were like, well, it could have been worse. This could have happened on the way there. I mean, if it had happened on the way there, I have absolutely no idea what we'd have done, because we wouldn't have been able to get anything there. So it happened on the way home. It happened halfway up a hill on a dual carriageway.
A busy dual carriageway.
Yeah. Well, the ring road round Lincoln.
Yeah.
If you know it, the ring road round Lincoln. But it happened in the only 200-metre bit that there was no armcat. So we could pull into the side of the road just about. The police turned up because someone had reported it as a horse box broken down.
A disturbance with a horse box. I mean, it was funny because the guy turned up and he went, I mean, most of you have seen the size of our trailer. It's not that big. He said, you haven't got a horse in there, have you? No.
Oh. And then recovery just took, it was going to be an hour, then it was going to be an hour and a half, then it was going to be 2 hours. Then he turned up in a transit van. Have you got a trailer? Yes. Oh, no one told me. What do you do? I'm a police officer. What kind of police officer? I thought, why are you asking? He went, well, I think I'm going to have to tow the car and the trailer, but I don't know how legal it is. Just do it. Just do it. Anyway, then we had to wait for his mate to turn up. Oh.
Three and a bit hours we were sat waiting. Thankfully, my husband came. We were sat in the back of his car, weren't we?
So the trailer is currently at police headquarters, waiting for me to try and find someone to move it. And the car went to a garage, a local garage. It's been moved, but it has now definitely died. It's definitely died and gone to car heaven.
I shouldn't laugh, but I mean, it could have been a lot worse. We were both safe. The wall was safe. You know,
when you read, it was a Ford C-Max. I mean, the mechanic on the Monday was like, oh, these engines. Well, it's always these engines. Then you start reading, there was a big, BBC did a big piece on it last October because they were just catching fire and bursting into flames.
What?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not surprised though, because when the guy lifted up the bonnet, didn't he? Everything had melted.
Yeah. And
it was boiling. He like touched the bit to hold the bonnet up, didn't he? He was like burnt his hand. I got out the car and there's like all this steam smoke coming out. I'm thinking, oh my God, we're on fire.
Or afterwards, stop. So I really do think we were quite lucky it didn't catch fire. So yeah, less than 50,000 miles on the engine, blown up, never to be seen again. So I think I found a car today. So I think we've got a replacement.
If not, we'll just have to have a van to take us to Woolmonty, won't we?
I mean, it's just, yeah.
Have you seen the comment? It could have been a lot worse, Marjorie said. Her and Sue could have been strapped to the top.
I mean, ladies, you'd have been warm. You would have been warm.
Yes. I mean, I do think that we were very, very lucky because it could have been a lot worse, couldn't it? It could have set on fire. It could have been going downhill, couldn't we?
If it set on fire, there is no way, because we were on such a hill, there's no way we'd have been able to unhook the trailer, I don't think. So all the wool would have gone. That would have had
a damn good try. It would have been where it would go, though. You could then imagine the incident. Lawn trailer with wool being bounced about everywhere down the bottom of Lincoln. Can you imagine? Wouldn't be good. Anyway.
So it's only money.
It's only money. But if you're...
I know it is, but there are worse things. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really don't want to spend money on a car that I don't need to. And I'm really mad with Ford for selling dodgy engines. But it could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. Although then you think, maybe if we had been able to get out of it, it would have been an insurance claim then, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah. Yeah,
anyway.
But anyway. The stall is safe. We've got 6 or 5 weeks now until Woolmonty. So we've got, if this had happened between, either going to it or between like Yarndale and Bakewell, we'd have been stuffed because we wouldn't have had any time to do anything. So,
you know, look at the positives, silver linings and all that lot.
There is a lot worse things happening at the minute than me losing my car.
Dominique, you did such a good job though to get us off the dual carriageway, because as we were stood there, like everything was doing that, wasn't it? Because they were going past so fast, it was like. And
then, because when the police turned up, I'd got like half a wheel in the carriageway, and I absolutely understand. He went, "Can you pull it off the carriageway?" I went, "Well, I can't go forwards." Well, let me just reverse it back then. I mean,
David did laugh at me because I was behind you, like holding onto the trail, like trying to direct it. And David said, "What the hell are you trying to do?" I said, "I don't know, I'm just protecting the trail."
I could see you were behind. I mean, we'd already done some reversing with the trailer unloading, with people shouting and screaming at us. So we had a good weekend. We had a giggle, and other than being out of pocket, you know, we finished with a smile on our face. So
I mean, yeah. So we finally got into bed. I got into bed at midnight.
Yeah, it was. I was just, because you dropped me off before. It was just before midnight.
So I was starving, so I went to bed eating a cheese sandwich, and then woke up in the morning, thought, what's this on my face? It was a lump of cheese. A lump of cheese attached to my face because I was just so tired. I'd just obviously like eaten half my sandwich and just gone to sleep. So, I mean, that was an attractive look, isn't it?
I know. Well, I was so tired and I'd really not got much food in. So I didn't even have the option to like eat a quick sandwich. So, yeah. But anyway, you can have shopping delivered. Marie Berry's kindly has lent me her car. So I have had a car if I've needed it. But like I've walked to the shops today. So it's got, you know, there would be people in a lot worse situation than me. I'm fortunate I can work from home. I'm just trying to look on the positives because if not...
It worked well though, didn't it? Because I was going away for a few days up north.
Yeah.
So I didn't need my car, so you could have it. Then I'll come back with Dad and he's brought his car, so I don't need a car.
Yeah.
And then I'm away in a week's time. So we're sorted. It's fine.
Fine. Well,
shall we talk about some nice things now?
Yeah. Wool and us are safe, so that's it. Before
I forget, I mean my hair. I'm terribly mad. I need it cutting today. Right. I've just got that out of my head. Before I forget, the shawls that we showed you last week, they're all on the website now, apart from one, which is the drops in the ocean shawl in the silver. It's only because I haven't got any silver wool to take a photograph. So everything else is on the website. The Yarnia pattern is also on the website if you just want the Yarnia pattern.
Yeah.
So everything's on the website now. If it isn't and you're looking for something, just let me know because I think I've put everything on.
Well, the Yarnia kit definitely is because we sold them midweek to dye it after work and I dyed it. And because Marie was away, I thought, well, either drive to Marie's and use the winder or drop it off, or I'll just go back to manually wind it. And I went to manually wind it and then I thought, oh, I've forgotten the silver mini. I better do the silver mini. Oh, is there a silver mini? So I had this and I thought, well, let's just check the website. What should be in? At which point I realised the Winter's Night should have been in sparkle. So, Joanne, you very nearly had an incorrect order. But it's all right because I dyed it again on sparkle and wound it all and it's all gone. But honestly, I'm like, how long's that been on sparkle?
Always
been
on sparkle.
Always been on sparkle,
yes. Because it was Yarnia and it was Christmas, wasn't it? So it was always the sparkle version.
Yeah. No, I know that's definitely on there because I've dyed that wrong once already. Oh.
Wow. Well. Would you like to see some purchases from?
Yes, see some purchases from Buxton.
Well, my first purchase is from Snuggly Star Yarns. And I love this. So this is a Poledale sock base. So it's 80% superwash Falklands Poledale and 20% nylon 4-ply. It's called Let's Twist Again.
Oh, nice.
So it feels quite woolly. Look.
Yes.
Colours.
That's really pretty.
So I think that this will ultimately be a few pairs of socks for me.
Yes.
Or presents, just because it's woolly. Do you know what I mean? I can tolerate that probably more around my feet than I can around my face.
And they'll be hard wearing as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I might even make them as little shorties to wear with my trainers.
Well, Kath's your woman, because Kath cast on hers.
Yeah.
Kath bought
she's on
Lazy Dandelions, I think.
Yes.
Was on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday morning we saw her. She'd cast it on, turned the heel and was on the foot.
Kath, how many rows did you do, including your rib, until you started your heel for your shorty socks?
There was a frill as well.
There was
a frill as well.
A frill? Oh, I could put a little pom-pom on the back on that, couldn't I?
Kath had done a little frill, yeah.
Oh, I think I could just do pom-poms. Oh, I used to remember having a pair of pom-pom socks.
I mean, I was only jealous of what Kath did because I didn't knit a stitch while we were away. So to see that Kath had been out for something to eat and then like knit half a shorty sock, we were too busy doing quizzes and I was counting patterns and I was counting.
She was counting.
Counting.
All I've got to say is I am going to brag about this because we know what I'm like with the mathematics, right? My maths, we know I can do maths. I did get an O-level in maths, which is hard to believe. Right, the 1%, what is it? The 1% club quiz, whatever it's called, on Saturday night.
Yeah.
The last question. Brain box here, maths that can just do it. A dad's exactly the same. They're both exactly the same. The maths question, the last question. Right, so none of us gave the answer, and then we all went blah, blah. Them two got exactly the same answer, and mine was different. And I'm thinking, no, yeah, I'm going with that. Guess who was right?
Which meant
right, the Dominique
whole programme saying, you don't need to do maths, you need to read the question because they're all trick questions. So I spent 15 of the 30 seconds rereading the question thinking, well, where's the trick? Oh no, this one is just pure maths. And I just ran out of time. But all the way through, we've been saying, you don't need to know maths. You don't need to know any of this. Read the question.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a little bit of a brag because people who, my maths, I normally add things up and then I go to Dominique, is that right? Because I thought
you were adding up orders as well on Sunday.
Yeah.
Without a calculator. Oh.
I'm putting it all down to HRT. It's invigorated my brain again. I think that's what it is. Switch my brain back on. It'll probably take a week.
It's working.
It's working. It's working. I can do maths.
Well, while we were talking Snuggly Stars, we'd both thought this before the show even opened on the Saturday.
Yeah, did.
Because I'd seen this on Jem's Instagram. And it was the rhubarb crumble.
And she was very lucky because I went and I was going to get it as well, but there was only one left. So I was a good friend and I didn't buy it because I knew she wanted it.
But there were obviously other store holders that must have, because she'd got more than that. Yeah. But it is
like beautiful.
Pops of neon and then like a...
open it out, let's have a look at it all.
Really deep raspberry and then apple green and...
It's beautiful. So how much... What's the base on that one?
So this one is the Fabulous Sock Base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Ooh. 425 meters per 100 grams. I think she's got some on sparkle, but I'm not a sparkly person, so
that's beautiful.
I don't know what it's going to be, but it might be a hat. It feels like it might want to be a hat, but I'll just put it in the special place to look at for a little while and then we'll decide what we're going to do with it.
You'll just look at it for a little while.
Yes. And just as soon as I saw the pictures on Instagram, I think she'd put them up on the Friday night. I thought, that is...
It looked really nice, didn't it?
Yeah, really nice. So... Yeah, they were both purchased before 10 o'clock on Saturday, weren't they?
Definitely.
But I do. She's always got really nice colours.
Yeah.
Really nice colours. And I can't remember if that was rhubarb. I did say rhubarb crumble, that one.
Yeah. Then just a little something has come through the post today. I've been meaning to get my hands on these for ages because you've got a set. And it was only when I was knitting in the car the other day and I didn't have my crochet hook with me and I dropped a stitch. So there and then I ordered these.
Oh, I've got,
And of course, me being me, it came as a 2 set. So I got them off Amazon. I think they were £4 for the 2. But I thought then I can at least have them attached to my bag. Do you know what I mean? I know I've got them because I've got crochet hooks all over the place. But
they are handy. I just keep mine in my little notions thing.
Yeah,
they're really, really handy if you do a stitch because they're not very long, so they'll just go in. Little.
Because I was annoyed because I dropped it on my jumper and it was quite a way down, and I thought, I could just do, like I do it with your knitting needle and you pick up, but because it was so far down, I thought. So in the end, I just had to put a bit of wool because I didn't have a stitch marker with me, or I did, but they weren't the hook ones. So I just had to tie a knot in it with a bit of wool to make sure it didn't go any further. But anyway, so though, yeah, really useful for picking up stitches, tiny little crochet. Because
they are, if you've dropped quite a few rows.
Because I think I saw them once. They were free on the front of one of the knitting or crochet magazines, weren't they? In one magazine a few
Sarah from number 4 gave me mine for my birthday a few years ago.
Good idea. Good idea. Anyway.
Good idea. So, good idea if you've got them handy.
Always useful if you have them with you.
Yes.
If you haven't got them with you, then they're not much use, are they?
One of the sets really should go in the car, shouldn't it?
Yes.
I mean, that's the 3rd writing implement that I've thrown on the floor. I need to stop playing with that.
Are you practicing for the javelin or something?
I need to have something in my hands. I just put a load of pencils on the floor. Let's see some knitting, because you definitely did some knitting.
I definitely did some knitting. I mean, honestly, last night you'd have been laughing at me because me green wool, it went from looking like that, it just all like split into like 2 lots. So I ended up having to wind it into a ball, but I had a lot of casualty. And this is, can you see, look out, there's a bit of an end there. Oh my Lord. So this bit, I must have about 4 joins already in this 8-row stripe. Oh, I was just not happy last night. But anyway. So this is my Rocket Tea by Tanis Fibre Art, and I am cracking on.
How much more have you got to do?
I don't know, because again, while I was away, I wanted to try it on, but I didn't have anything with me. And I really couldn't be bothered to put all of these stitches on spare yarn.
Yes.
So I need to try it on. I don't think I'm too far off, actually.
I was going to say, it looks really long as it is.
It's not that long, really.
Well,
it's, by the time I get it, I think that just goes over my...
Right.
But yeah, I don't think I've got too much more. And then it's only... The sleeves are supposed to be just, that's the length. Well, that's not going to happen with me. I want them, you know, like halfway down. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and that's what I want to knit next with my other wool I'm going to show you. Another t-shirt, I think. It's knitting up really quick, and it's because, like we've said, you know, when you're changing colours.
Yes.
You're still doing exactly the same thing, aren't you? But it just seems to give you more interest to keep going. Yeah,
because you just think, if there are only 8-row repeats, by the time you've done 3 or 4, you think, well, I'm halfway through this one already.
Yeah.
So is it so we can see the colours?
Pardon?
Show us it again so we can see the colours properly.
So we've got Peony, which is the multicoloured one, Pale Scarlet and Pale Forest.
Yeah, they do look really nice together.
So, and then I think because you pick up stitches round the V and do an I-cord bind off, I think I might do that in the pink, and then the same round the... Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? I can't do the green because obviously this is all the green. I mean, I can get some more green, but you know what I mean? Yeah. But it just like it separated here. I had a big lump came out, but then the wool was going through the big lump into the other bit. Oh, it was just a nightmare. And first of all, I thought, right, I'm just going to cut my losses and turn it into 2 balls. And then it just got worse and worse and worse and worse, to the point that I literally had some bits that were like this long, they're about 1 metre. I'm thinking...
But how had they got to be 1 metre long?
Because I had to cut it. I had to cut it because I'd just lost the will to try and untangle it.
Oh dear.
No, I'm not joking. So this bit of yarn, let's see how long this bit of yarn goes for. Oh, that's a big... Oh, there we are. Oh, look, there's another bit. I did think, how long's this bit? Not very long. Oh, I better not do too much. That might be a long bit there.
A long bit there?
But I'm not joking. That 8 row, and I'm only on row number 6. I must have joined it 4 times.
Oh dear.
I did contemplate going in the cupboard and just getting out another 100 gram and just thinking, oh, for heaven's sake. But I thought, no. If I could have bothered to have rummaged through the mountain of minis, I'd have gone in there. But I couldn't be bothered. There's a bit of a theme here, can you tell?
Yeah.
There's a bit of theme. I was a little bit tired last night. And I just wanted to do some knitting while I watched This Is Us. So that's all that in there. What else have you got? Any more purchases?
I've only got one other purchase.
We've got another purchase, but we haven't got it, have we? Because we've given it as a birthday present.
Yes. I didn't even think to take a picture of it.
I didn't, but I mean, the lady from Injabulo, is that how you say? Is that what it is?
Well,
the basket lady.
Yes.
I think she did a roaring trade, because every time I saw somebody, they were walking past with a basket.
Well, Nikki doesn't need to steal ours, because Nikki got herself a basket and she was walking around, please just punch.
And Iris went and bought a basket.
I got a basket, and then a friend of ours, it was her birthday on Wednesday. So we bought her a basket as well. But a different shape to both of them, but really nice again. So yeah, we did buy a basket, but not for us. Nikki loves it. I'm not surprised, Nikki. It was gorgeous colours.
Yeah, really nice. And we even learned how to hold it properly, like Dominique does when she goes out holding it. Well,
Nikki was, when I saw her when she was stood chatting to Hayley at Ducky Darlings, and she'd got yarn in one hand and a basket in the other. And I think she was just, how much can I fill in there? What can I put in? So yeah, she'd got all shapes and sizes. They were really nice, really nice. Did you get any other purchases?
I did. I got 3 more purchases.
Oh, let's see yours then.
The next one, Jo Pickle Lily was directly opposite us, and I kept looking, and she'd had quite a lot of because I like the little yarn tubs, and I think this is going to have that yarn in from Snuggly Stars yarn. So I kept looking, and every time I kept looking, they were disappearing. I thought there's going to be none left. So I managed to pick myself up one of the Platinum Jubilee ones. So that's really cute. So that's from Jo.
She always finds really nice fabric. Really nice fabric.
And it's even got written on it Platinum Jubilee, and it's all spelt right and everything.
That's really nice. Yeah.
So yeah, she seemed to sell quite a lot of the little yarn tubs, because they're really useful, aren't they? Really handy when you're using when you've caked your yarn up or it's in a bowl. So yeah, I got that. That's that.
Yeah. Yeah, she was busy all the time. Well, you could just, in fact, at the end of Saturday, she was looking sparse, which is really good.
Yeah,
really good.
The next thing I got, and these are from Felt by Bridget, who had some beautiful hats. And thank you, because I was trying hats on, because as we know, my head's tiny and I can never find a hat. And Bridget told me I need a jaunty little number. I need angles. That's what she said. I need angles. So I can, because my hair's short, so you can still see bits of hair. So I need to wear a hat like that. She had some beautiful ones in. I was after something for summer, but they were all, felty ones.
Yeah.
But I wanted some more brooches, because I had one on my denim jacket. But you can't just have one colour, can you? So I had to take them off my coats. So I bought that one.
They are really nice, aren't they?
They're beautiful. So I've had that on my pink coat. And then I bought a little sort of red pink rose. So I've just taken that one off my denim jacket. And then I haven't had this one on yet.
Nice. Yeah.
She had some beautiful things. She had like hair things to put in your hair, lots of brooches, lots of different style brooches, and some beautiful hats. They were really, really pretty. So that was my purchase from there. My little purchase. I do like a little brooch on a coat.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? You're there you think you've got all the time in the world to go around and see all the other stall holders, and you just don't. You just run out of time.
We did, didn't we? I mean,
we all.
Some of them you wouldn't even. I can't even remember seeing them there. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I didn't even see that. I mean, I must have seen it, but I didn't pay any attention because I was always. We were busy titivating in the morning or chatting to some people, and then at the very end of the day, you can't. Oh, well, I can never be bothered. I'm like, oh, I'll do it in the morning, and then the morning comes, and you miss bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So actually, as a stall holder, unless you make a massive effort or you really set up early, you don't always get round to see everybody.
No.
So I didn't even see that stall. Was she near Rosie's Moments? Was she in the middle?
She was in the middle. She was behind. Do you know where the basket lady was?
Yes.
She was behind her to the left.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So basket lady was here, and then she was.
So like the other side of Lucy.
Yeah, that's where she was. She was the side of Lucy Lockett.
Oh, I never walked in that bit. Yeah,
she was there. So she had some beautiful things, and hats were really, really nice, really pretty hats.
Yeah.
So, do you want to see my last purchase then?
Yeah, see your last purchase.
My last purchase is to make another t-shirt, and I kept spying this from across because
oh yes,
this lady Adventures in Yarncraft was directly opposite us, and from a distance it looked like raspberry ripple ice cream. And it's called Boheim, and it's merino sock weight, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. It is so soft. And it just looks like raspberry ripple.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Like strawberries and cream, very summer, very.
Yeah, very. I mean, that's better. You can see there the lights. Really pretty. It's just so soft because it's 85% superwash merino.
Yeah.
So I kept spying it. I kept looking over and thinking, oh, really like that. Oh, I'm going to go and buy it. So can you hear me all right? Because next there's some building work going on outside.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 of those to make another t-shirt.
That same t-shirt, or are you going to look for another pattern?
If I really like how it turns out, I think I'll just go for that.
Yeah. That one that
oh yeah, look.
What was
that
it
one,
called?
You can see it a bit more. It's actually, when you open it out, it's got tiny little flecks of orange, blue. Can you see the blue bits there? Probably not. There, can you see the like yellowy blue here?
Oh yes. Yes.
Really pretty. Oh, there, you can see it there.
Yes, you can. Yes.
Really pretty.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't wear like t-shirty tops. I couldn't remember what it was called. But Sherry bought to show us, she'd knit one in Lazy Dandelions, and it was the crossover top by Pia Trans.
It looked beautiful. It was really pretty, wasn't it?
You can't see there.
Again, it was like a yoke top, wasn't it? That had some detailing and detail in it. You can't
like a little bit of cabling round the. It was beautiful.
Really
I just wouldn't wear something like that myself. But I think something like that would look really nice in it as well.
Yeah. I just like a V-neck t-shirt, so I'll just see what it's like. Just trying to put these back in. I mean, it's just not going to go very well.
Yeah, I suppose if you want V-neck, then that's no good because it was round neck. But it looked really, really nice.
It looked.
So to see it knit up was lovely.
Yeah.
Lazy Dandelions had been really popular.
It has. It's really strange, isn't it? Because it's one that we did quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And we were umming and ahhing about discontinuing it, weren't we? And then all of a sudden we've had a flurry. But it is a really nice colour and probably a little bit different to some of the other colours we do, isn't it?
And spring-like, I think, as well, because it's speckled and quite light. So
no, so it looks really good. So I've got quite a few things to cast on. I've got a few socks now because obviously I've got Ducky Darlings at Leeds when we were there. I got the sock tube, So I think I am going to make myself a few shorty pairs of socks, just so I can wear them with my trainers and shorts.
Yes. Well, you obviously still like the colourway for the sock tube because you went to try and pick up a skein of it, didn't you?
I did. I went to see Hayley, and I went, oh, I really like that. And she just looked at me and she went, Marie, bought that last time in the sock tube. And I went, oh yes, I did.
But that's good to know that you're still drawn to the same colour.
Literally all the colours she had, and I just zoomed in on it. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. And if Hayley hadn't said anything, I'd have probably bought it and then got back and gone, oh yeah, I've got that one, haven't I? Oh,
I need to do something different with it now because I've already got a sock tube.
I'd just like to say thank you to Nick, because on Saturday when I was having a moment with myself, he's such a calm person. He's like Mr. Zen.
Yeah.
Perfect Mr. Zen. He came round, he had a little chat, and I felt so much better after he'd been, because I was in a grumpy mood. He's so chilled out.
Yeah, just so happy. Although when I was stood chatting, we're not that happy because he said Hayley wouldn't buy him an ice cream. But then I did see him with one. So the ice creams at the venue were very tasty.
Yes, they did look very nice.
Yeah.
Hello, Angie, all the way from Long Island, New York.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. So yes, Hayley, he is Mr. Chilled. You should rent him out to just go around like, stressed out stall holders and just give them all a bit of a zen moment. He could start the day off, couldn't he? Like a 5-minute.
Just walk round and chat.
Yeah. So I've got no more purchases.
Well, I've got one. I was very good. Well, I'd like to say I was very good. It's just because I didn't really get around. I just didn't get around to see things. The Wool Mouse, as you very first came in, had got some like Liberty cotton tops, and they were really nice, but short. And Kath said she was making Kath one up longer. So I have messaged her to say, was that a one-off or would she be able to do any more? I've not heard back from her yet. So that might be an additional purchase, but that at the minute, that's just an inquiry.
Yes.
I thought there's no point, no matter how beautiful they are, there's no point buying it when I know it's going to be too short.
They were beautiful. They were really nice. Really
they were
nice.
Gorgeous summer tops. So
I never even had a chance to go and have a look at them. I just kept walking past them when I needed to go to the loo. And I need to have a look at those. I
went 2 or 3 times to ask the question, and every time she was busy, so I'd like looking at, oh no, she's chatted to someone, I'll come back. And then Sunday afternoon, we didn't really stop, did we?
No. It got to a little bit of a lull, didn't we? And Iris, who was with us, her husband was there as well. We sort of said, oh, you can go, because Sundays are notorious, well, not notorious, but they're generally quieter than a Saturday, aren't we? So we said, so we said, oh, we'll be all right, we can manage. And it was nice because a lot of you who do the Wednesday knit and natter were there, and they all came back. So we had a little bit of a flurry then, and then we thought, oh well, we've got 2 hours to fill in now, but we weren't. We had quite a flurry of customers, didn't we?
We did.
We were kept going, and before we knew it, it was 4:00.
In fact,
normally we're there, aren't we? Going, do you think we can dare take any of the stall down? No, we can't, because we're not allowed to. Not allowed to. Carol come round. Not allowed to. Normally we're like itching, aren't we? Shall we move that? No, don't move the ball. Don't
do anything. And Sally and Lisa were just sat. They'd found 2 chairs, just opposite us, and suddenly it was like, "What time's it closed? In 10 minutes." Oh, we better go. They were just so happy, sat knitting, watching the world go by. It was just really nice to see. I suppose that's the only thing at Buxton and Bakewell, unlike Yarndale and probably Woolmonty, there is no big area in the venue to sit and knit. There's the cafe and tables outside. But it was so nice to have Sally and Lisa there that were just across the way that you could chat to. So just watching them, just every now and again I'd look up and they were just sat chatting, knitting. It was just a nice sight to see.
Perfect. I mean, I have had to make another purchase. You know how your car got very hot and died?
Yes.
My phone has.
Oh dear.
My phone's got very, very hot and is poorly. So I've had to get a new one.
How's it got too hot?
I don't know. Well, I was due an upgrade 2 years ago.
Right.
And I didn't get the upgrade because David got an upgrade and I got his because it was only a year old. So I had his phone and then I got Grace an upgrade. So I haven't had one for ages. So I was using David. So it's, although it was an 11, he'd had it a couple of years.
Right.
It just had enough. So I had to get myself a new phone, which wasn't a problem because it was due anyway, but
yes.
So it must have been the weekend of overheating appliances.
You did say when it was charging, you said that's got really hot.
Yeah, and even when I was using it, it was just, there was something not right.
I mean, I was like a 90-year-old going, Marie, how'd you get the numbers? Where are the numbers? Because it was face recognition. I couldn't get, because we used Marie's phone to take the transactions, but if Marie's wandered off, I just was like,
it's because your iPhone's still got the little round button at the bottom, hasn't it, that you can press, yes. Where the newer ones don't. It's all like I was going, slide.
I don't want to face. It's trying to pay with your card. These stupid phones.
You should have just done that at my face and shoved the phone in my face. But it was very funny. So between us, we were having a few moments. It was. Yeah, and at one point she couldn't get connected, and all she was doing was like do 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 do.
It was connected, but it wouldn't speak to it. Oh.
It then transpired though that there was a lot of people having problems. I think it just kept dropping off, and everybody, and because I think it was doing it for seconds, it then was resetting itself, although it was still connected, wasn't it? Oh, at one point I did think that it was going to get thrown out of a window because you were stood, weren't you? You had a few people waiting.
Just for goodness sake, technology is brilliant when it works until it doesn't. So I had to work from home this week, and on Wednesday morning I was working away quite nicely and nothing would save, or I was doing something and the internet had dropped off. And the internet had gone off. So I had about an hour where I couldn't do anything online. I'd still got a couple of reports I could work on, and I was like, oh, for goodness sake. Anyway, I had a message from Sky to say there's been an outage, we are working on it. Anyway, it came back within an hour, and then they've given me 2 gig of data.
Oh, perfect.
So I thought, well, that's very good customer service, Sky. I had an hour away from the computer at work when I should have been working, and then you've given me free data. So sometimes it works.
Sometimes it does. But yeah, there's nothing, I think it's worse when it just drops out for a second and goes back on again, because you think that it's fine.
Yes.
It just disrupts everything. And I think that's what it was doing, because everybody was like saying, well, it's saying my card reader's connected, but it's not, it's saying it's not there.
Just, it had a few moments, but anyway.
Never mind.
Do you want to see my last purchase?
I do. I mean, you said about 5 minutes ago you haven't got any more purchases, and since then you've had 2.
I said I've got one more purchase. Got one more. So we all know that last week I showed this, and I did say last Thursday night, Hayley, I'd quite like to make myself a jumper.
Can I just say, before I go any further, it is tiny, that jumper. When you hold it up there, it seems quite big. Look, because you hold it really close up. It is really tiny little jumper.
It's like 0 to 6 months.
Yeah, but when you hold it up, it seems like a lot bigger. So when I saw it in real life, I thought, it is really ditty. It's gorgeous.
That's why I can knit one in a week. So Hayley didn't watch it last Thursday. Hayley said she was watching it while she was having a breakfast Friday morning, saw me say I want some, and then she dyed it Friday morning before. They are local to Buxton, but before they set off. So it wasn't there Saturday because it wasn't there Friday because it was still drying, and it was there Saturday, although I didn't realise. So I had to treat myself to my favourite Woodlands.
It is beautiful, that yarn. I think that's going to be my next purchase from Ducky Darlings. Not in double knit though.
And like Hayley said, oh, it's slightly different. Well, we all know that it's hand dyed, but it's the same colours.
They're gorgeous colours in it, and it goes with so many different colours, doesn't it?
It just, so I had to cast it on.
Oh, are you going for a bigger version of the children's jumper?
I'm knitting it for me.
Oh, yay!
So I did say, when I bought this, whenever I bought it, last year, I can't remember when I bought the first one and I made them crocheted hand warmers.
Yeah.
I kept saying, I think it would make a nice jumper. Then when I knit that, I thought it's definitely going to make a nice jumper.
You bought it at you bought it at Bakewell last year.
Well, I was thinking
Yeah, it was Bakewell.
Yes.
What's going to make me laugh though is there's going to be some random child somewhere with with the same jumper as you that you've made.
Or Cece could have it.
Yes.
So some poor child that thought they were going to get a jumper, Cece might have it. So I've cast it. So I'm going to do the same. I bought 200 grams of it in DK, and it's exactly the same. It's the Mindless Knits Mindless Sweater that she just does baby, child, adult sizes. But you can see it's a lot lighter.
Yeah.
It's the same colours, but...
Well, Cece's going to have the same jumper as her auntie Dominique.
So I have just... I've just got to the point where I've done all the increases and I need to split for the sleeves. And I was like 3.5 rows short of 100 grams. So 100, and I'm doing the large size. 100 grams has done the yoke. So I've just broken into that one. So now I just need to, I think I'm going to get my Mild Mania and see where, I just need to think where to change the colour.
Yes, for your boob area, because
it doesn't want to be in the wrong place for your boobs. So, and because I've still got 100 grams left, I think I might do another couple of inches and then a couple of inches down the sleeves, and then go into a solid colour. So I knew I didn't want it all over because I don't think I'd wear it as much if it was all over. So I thought I was going to do it in the mustard, but I've cracked on so quickly with knitting it. I've only got one more ball, but what do we think?
Oh, yes.
Can you see in the line?
Yeah, that looks really nice with that.
Because I bought this.
Oh, yes. Hang on a minute. Yeah, right, okay.
I bought this to knit a waterfall type jumper in November. And let's face it, it's not been cast on.
Is it 4-ply or double knit?
It's double knit, I think. It's double knit. It's 50 grams. It is 92 meters, and that is 50 grams is 120. So it's not quite the same weight, but it's not a million miles away.
That'll look lovely.
But it's got like flecky bits in as well that I thought might be quite in keeping. So there's that, or there's a slightly darker one. That's much more petrol than it looks.
Hold them up with the jumper.
That looks blue.
I think the Wensleydale one.
So do I. I picked that up first because I bought that to do an embargo. That's not happened.
But I like your idea because last year when I was in Falmouth, I bought quite a few balls of double knit, didn't I? I'm thinking I could use one of those for a top and then do the same. Yeah.
I just think I'm having to buy a brand new car. Everything's going up anyway. I really ought to start using some of these jumper quantities. And as beautiful as that jumper was, I've not cast it on in 6 months. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do.
I really like that colour combination together. I think that'll look nice.
I think because this one is slightly lighter, it's a bit more mustardy. That is more mustardy brown.
You're right. When you hold that up, all you can see, well, not all you can see, the most dominant colour in it in the little one is like browny mustards.
Yes.
The other one is blues.
It is.
It is, yeah. Hayley's done that deliberately because she knew you had that waiting to be used.
I'd forgotten.
I'd forgotten.
I went looking, thinking, have I got any more Starcraft? Starcraft is not that expensive, but why am I buying wool and then also having to wait for it to arrive when I have got more than 2 jumper quantities? So that is going to be the bottom.
You've just inspired me because I bought a load of merino, pink merino, magenta merino.
Yeah.
Well, that will go with one of those balls of wool I've got in a jumper.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dominique, for inspiring me at some point to cast on another jumper.
Well, that was just thank you, little. I've lost my mojo. What shall I knit?
Is it a raglan? It's raglan sleeves as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need that pattern. Is it in our? Is it in the Ravelry page?
Probably. It's free anyway. But yes, it will be.
I'm going to do it now, just in case, and then it'll inspire me.
So I just need to work out where I am changing.
Yeah.
And if I'm ready to change now,
are you going to go above boob or below boob?
I'm going to go above, I think.
Yeah.
I think my mild mania, that is the rib that gets wider, I stopped it above.
And I did below, and it just makes me feel like my boobs are even bigger than normal.
You split for your sleeves above, don't you?
Yeah.
And that's where I am. So I've got quite a bit left, but I did think I might do like the cuffs in that, or we'll see. If not, I'll do
I do like that. Oh, I've typed in the wrong thing.
The cuffs, the lower half of the sleeves or whatnot. So I was knitting on it because it's double knit, and I love this yarn and it suddenly motivates me. I've knit that in 3 nights.
I'm looking at the pattern of the lady wearing the jumper.
Yes.
Hang on a minute. And she's quite high up of the boobage area.
Yes. Well, that is yarn dyed specifically for, you don't change that. That's one
bit and then it changes to that.
Yeah. But it is quite a bit higher. But it's I know I was using up scraps, but all the jumpers I did, I've done them all at different lengths, but I think.
Yes, I'm just looking to see if there's any other adult ones.
I think the Mild Mania, I did all in one colour in the ribbon bit, and then I went into all the multis.
Yeah.
And that's the right. It came did the right point.
Right.
To the same as that. Wherever that, but I'm ready to split for the sleeve, so I think I'm about ready to change colour.
Yeah, I like that. That is, because it is like, and you say your mild mania looks lovely. Mine has literally gone too far down, and it sort of ends mid boobage, and it just it's like a bit of an optical illusion, isn't it? Because there's more. It just makes me look like I'm like this big at the top.
And when I did mine, Jen from Fleece and Harmony had just knit one, and it was her that said about, I wish I'd stopped. It just came to the wrong point on her. So that's what made me do it. So
I didn't realise that this sweater can be knit in either double knit or 4-ply.
Yeah, I've always, because I'm using up double knit.
Yeah.
Ever so versatile.
Really good.
It is a simple, straightforward raglan, and you could do whatever you want.
Yes.
Stripe it, scrap it. You could do all sorts of things.
Yeah.
It's just a simple pattern, but it's just nice to knit. So.
And what size needles? I'm just reading here. Size
4 mil. It's
Yeah,
a
US
6,
size. Yeah.
but a US size 6 is a 4 mil.
That is a really versatile pattern then, isn't it? To be able to knit it in all different things. That's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, because then you can have a jumper that matches CC's or thereabouts matches CC. Yeah. So
I'm feeling that that'll be a photo opportunity at the retreat at Christmas.
Yes.
Both of your jumpers on the swing.
I mean, it could be July. That's how hot it is.
Yes. Yeah, it does. It's going to be boiling. It's going to be cracking flags in July.
50 days. Victoria, 50 days.
50 days, Victoria. Can you believe it?
It's going to be here so quickly. Like, blink and you're going to miss it. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And let's just see how quickly it grows or doesn't grow now. But have
you seen your messages? You've had a request?
No, because my laptop's just died, so I can't see anything at the minute, I'm afraid.
Your mum, can you knit me a pale pink lacy summer jumper, please?
No. No.
No, it's not going to happen, is it?
There's only one of us here that knits lacy jumpers, and it is not me. So
You're asking the wrong woman. You're asking the wrong woman.
No, Marie can knit you a lacy jumper. I absolutely, definitely cannot. I'm not, no.
Even I don't think I would go lacy. I would go, you know, like it would have to be the double knit one, like, what's the word? Which one is it?
Love note.
Yeah, with a bit of lace at the top. Because knitting a lace jumper.
But didn't you do a lacy one, a combi pattern in a lacy, not in lace weight, but
No, I didn't. I started it, didn't I? And as usual, it ended up with something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be knitting lace weight.
No. I don't think she'd want lace weight. I think she just means lace pattern. No.
She knew what the answer. She just said she knew that the answer would be that.
I don't enjoy knitting lace unless it's in a shawl. I just don't enjoy it. I don't like lace jumpers, so I don't like knitting them.
Yeah.
Whereas a double knit on 4mm needles, when we've had 3 nights of football matches, that's all I've done. I've sat for 3 nights after work, well, looking for cars and then just going round and round.
So maybe, Pat, you could get a double knit jumper knit in pink.
Maria's got a lot of wool, pink wool, and she wants to knit a pink jumper.
How about I help you, Pat, and you can get cracking with it. This pattern I'm knitting now, that t-shirt one, is dead easy.
It's a birthday. It's a birthday in 16 days.
In how many days?
16.
Do you think I'm some sort of knitting ninja?
Yeah.
Good Lord. No, you might have that much of it knit.
I mean, I could do a swap. I could give her this just to go round and round. And I could then do the yoke of a pink one and hand it off to her for her to do the body.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Because Mum doesn't want to follow a pattern. She just wants to knit
round and round. Yeah.
So I would do a lacy yoke.
Yes, there you go. And I've got plenty of pink double knit for the yoke. So we're there.
Yeah, but the payoff is Mum has to knit the bottom half of this.
Yes. Deal. Right, I've got the yarn. I'll get the top colour yarn to you.
I think actually, that's a lie. I've definitely not got pinks, have I?
I'm not sure what I need to check how much I've got. Leave it with us, Pat. Leave it with us. Yeah, your mum can just go round and round and round and round and round there. You do the top bit and then just hand it back.
Yeah.
You might have to do the sleeves.
Sleeves I'm not as bothered about.
There we go. It's all sorted for you, Pat.
Double knit, it's quick. But that is all.
If it's a summertime jumper with the bit of lace in, you all might just want short sleeves, mightn't you, Pat?
Yeah. In fact, I'll just give her mine.
The love note is really nice.
Yeah, I'll just give her mine.
Yeah.
It's not pink, but that is all the knitting I've done. I didn't do any knitting over the weekend at all.
I do want a red love note sweater.
Yeah.
Because I don't wear mine. You can have that.
It's double knit though. She'll not want double knit.
But it's summery. It is summer. It's short sleeves.
Yeah.
I don't wear it anyway, Pat, so it can come your way because I don't wear it, and it's a nice jumper, but I just don't wear it. So you've done quite well there.
Well, let's see. But yeah, I've not done any other knitting. I cast that on Tuesday night, and that has been it. So
you're making me now want to go and cast on a new jumper, and I can't because I need to do this, then cast on the other one.
I know. Well, and I did say I've got to the end of my 50 grams on my After the Rain, and it was going in the bag for a little while. It's definitely going in the bag. The one I'd got last week that I was going to show you that I was going to cast on, which has now been pushed even further to the back of the pile, was the
yeah, that's a beauty. That's lovely, that snow pine one.
Because somebody had bought wool from us and has knit it and had put the pictures on Instagram, and I fell in love with it instantly.
It's a beautiful jumper, that.
I can't remember which way. Hang on, I can't remember which way around she'd knit.
It is winging its way to you. I'll get it to your daughter.
Hang on, because I just this was the inspiration that made me think. I absolutely, I know I was moaning about knitting 4-ply on 3mm needles, and I think this is very similar. So I should just not do it. But hang on, just talk amongst yourselves while I find the pictures.
Blah, 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 blah.
I know. I saved them so they'd be easy to find.
Oh, while you're doing that, so Angela says that she's managing to catch up with us just back from the holiday at the Downton Abbey.
Oh.
It looked really nice. I saw that you were there. Highclere House, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That was it.
Oh, beautiful.
So it was done in midnight. Sleeves are done in midnight, and then the body's done in grey and fizz whiz.
Yeah, it looked really nice.
It's all dyed, ready to go.
Already?
That was
done by magic.
That was dyed last week, ready to go, because I want it just like that. And then Hayley made me buy some more woodland, and
then the car blew up. So
and then made me cast it on. So I'm knitting a double knit jumper just as we go into summer. But so that is also on the to-do pile, because it's beautiful, but it'll just be put over there for now. So we'll see.
Yes, Perio's on now and just said it is beautiful. That jumper is absolutely stunning. We love it. Yeah,
it is absolutely. Honestly, as soon as I saw you put photos on, I just thought, I've been saying for months that I want to knit a jumper with fizz whiz, and as soon as I saw you put it on, the colours you'd put together, it was stunning. So
yeah, really good. Really
you definitely have inspired me, but it's just now been bumped down the queue a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, it was beautiful. So
if only we could all knit as fast as Perio does.
Oh, I mean, she is that knitting ninja.
Yes. I wish I could knit that fast. My problem is that, and because I don't just stick with one, and I couldn't. I think if I just stuck with one thing, that's when I get bored. I have to have more than one project on the go. I know some people are really good,
Yes.
start a project and finish it and then move on to the next one. I
Lucy.
can't. I need a few projects or else I get bored with it.
And I do normally. I think it's just been easy. It's been long days and I've not been able to switch off from trying to sort the car out. So just something that is increase row, knit row, increase row. So there's enough to make you to think what row you're on. But you're not having to count, you're not having to do anything.
Yeah.
But the last 2 inches, as you've got, I don't know how many, 300 and something stitches until you split for the sleeves. Suddenly, the long rows. Then you split sleeves and it feels quick again. So we'll see whether or not I've got anything else knit on next week. But I am going to try and work on this for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And see how quickly I can get it off the needles.
Well, I would like to think that, I mean, as I just crossed my knee, I would like to think that I'll have that T-shirt finished by next week.
Oh, yes. Yeah, because you've not got sleeves in it.
No, but I want sleeves, but they're not going to be long, are they?
No, but I mean, like, you've not got full-length sleeves, have you? So
I may just have to go and rummage through my scraps box and see if I can find some more of the green, because I think if I have to keep joining it like that, it's not going to go well, is it? I need to just leave that and use it for socks and get a ball, because I've got more green rows to do, and I don't think I can't be sewing all those ends in and rejoining. It's just not going to be fun.
No.
But that's my fault, because I got my scissors out, because I got myself in a nicky-nacky new.
Yeah. But you didn't just get your scissors out. You obviously went mad with your scissors. Otherwise, there'd only be one cut. So.
Yeah, that's fair to say. I'll accept that criticism.
Yeah.
And Pat, I'll hunt those that top out for you. So.
Don't do anything just yet.
She said yes. You keep your nose out, you.
But I need to ask her exactly what she wants and what weight she wants it in.
No, my jumpers that I don't wear.
Right,
Right, well, that nearly knocked the computer, nearly knocked my computer over there. I don't think I've got anything else. Is there anything anybody has got any burning questions and wants to know from the pair of us?
I've just got one other. I've got 2 things written down. One I've already said, 50 days to the retreat, and I am counting down. And secondly, working from home this week was quite interesting because Wednesday's bin day, and there was a lot of commotion on the street. And I was like, what on earth is going on? So I had to go and have a quick look. And the
was it purple bin day?
It was green, which is our garden waste, and blue, which is recycling that is not paper or cardboard, because that now goes in the purple bin.
Yeah.
And there was a inspector from the county.
Oh yes, we had them last week.
So I was watching. So they opened my bin, put the lid down, and I thought, and then what does that mean? Anyway, it meant it was fine and it went. And then opposite, their bin was full and overflowing. And the officer, the inspection officer, with her gloves on, was taking things out, writing things down, and it got a tag and it did not get taken.
Yeah. I was like that the other week. In the courtyard, they'd taken some things out of the bin and just left them on the top. I had a receipt, and that wasn't my fault. That was Mr. Hammond put paper in it. So all there was on the top of ours was a receipt, but somebody else had got.
So they didn't take it, or they left it on the empty?
Oh no, they took the bin, but they just left that one thing on the top as though to say this isn't where it goes. Right. But there were other people and loads in the village that had the tags on, and the bins weren't taken.
No, but they were
put paper and card in.
I mean, I don't know what they were going through.
Yeah.
But then I went to put the bin in, and then the green bin was not emptied. So then I'm thinking, well, what on earth's in my green bin that's not empty?
Did they not come later and pick it up though, the green bin?
No, there'd already been that I'd not seen. So I had to go online and you have to fill in a missed collection. So that was on Wednesday. And just before we started podcasting, they came and they've emptied it.
Oh, good.
So West Lindsay have had a bad rap at the minute, but they've got a tick and a smiley face from me.
It has been. But I mean, at the end of the day, they are telling you what to put in and what not to put in. Yes. And I think it's just people are expecting them to take the bins and they're just not taking them, are they? So, but it was, as we were driving through the village last week, because it was our first, like the blue one, the purple one had gone, but it's the blue one that people are putting the purple stuff in.
Yes.
And all through the village, there was all these tags and I'm thinking, oh dear, there's going to be some unhappy people.
Looking on social media here for the last 2 blue bin collections, people have been going, I've got tags on mine, whereas this week, I think you've had 2 weeks with a tag to say, you need to sort this out. And this week was the week that they've said, you've had your warning, we're now not emptying it.
Are they not going to start fining as well?
I don't know. But yeah, I was like thinking, I mean, I am really good with mine, but you still, when you've got someone going through your bin, you're thinking, oh, what might be in there? But it went. So yeah, they had a tick and a smiley face. They came at like 10 to 3 today to pick my green one up as well.
I think the worst thing is going to be, if neighbours are going to start putting stuff in other people's bins, aren't they?
Yeah.
You can see it coming, and then that's going to be a nightmare in itself, isn't it? If you know you've sorted your bin out all right, but then your neighbour who keeps getting the thing starts shoving it in yours. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it could be, I dread to think.
It's going to turn into chaos. But yes, if I'd have had a car and not been working from home, I'd have missed it. But yeah,
it all. Yeah.
Proper things out. Let's get in. So don't just put me on the top to make it look right, because they were going.
Rummage. I know they were rummaging.
Properly rummaging.
What a job! What a job! Ooh.
Oh dear. So yes, but the green one, it says, will it wait till your next collection? I was, no, it's full. So they've come and emptied it.
Good.
Oh dear. Right. That was me just having a ramble about.
On that note.
Yes.
The hairdresser will soon be here to get rid of this bit of curtain on my glasses, or else I'd just be getting my scissors out and just doing that. Maybe I could put a nice little clip in like you have. What do you reckon?
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Well, it's only because I've been out walking and I couldn't even do anything with it. So,
a sensible idea.
If in doubt, just pin it up.
Right.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, my laptop died, so I can't see anything, I'm afraid. But
so next week we are still. Oh, hang on. Yes, I'll reply to that. So next week, we will see you all on the Friday again. That's the 20th. Yeah. So we will be back next Friday at the normal time.
20th. Yes.
So thank you for joining us again.
Have a good week, everybody.
There, don't I?
Enjoy your weekend.